What's going on? It's Justeeni here. Polyseum just ended, but I've been itching for some competitive live 1v1 Polytopia, and I saw some Battle of the Tribes, and I thought, you know what, why not? I'll do a tournament and see how it goes. And yeah, this is the tournament. This is how it went. Okay, let's get right into things. That was a really good intro, right, guys? So yeah, I'm playing Shinji. Why am I playing Shinji on a small dry lane? Because I felt like it. I saw my round one opponent and decided, you know what, I'm not going to go extremely sweaty and ruin their day. Let's have some fun. Shinji's fun. We like Shinji, right, guys? Right? Yeah, I just go mining standard stuff. I could have considered Org as well, and they have a sword. Luckily, though, this looks very scary, but it actually isn't. I was looking at their score. They captured a second city. They did train a sword on turn 0, which did scare me a lot, because I could potentially just get rushed down and lose round 1. These are best of 1 games, by the way, so that would suck. But yeah, they captured a second city. I know that I'm in no danger of losing the city whatsoever. Just spam warriors. Don't worry, be happy. And yeah, they decide to trade the sword for a warrior. Again, this is just classic round 1 shenanigans. So we're not going to go too much in depth. They have level 1 cities. They try to fight for the ruin. They do, but I get archery. I have a bunch of cities. My economy is looking pretty good. And yeah, I have a vet warrior because, of course, I have a vet against Venger. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and cut to the next game. All right, round 2. This time we're stepping it up a bit, a little more sweaty of a tribe. Going with Barter this time. I don't think they're like actually the best tribe on small dry, but I don't really know the meta very well. So, you know, I feel like this is it's an interesting pick. It's a pretty safe option, to be honest. You know, Barter Chop is good. But yeah, going against Hooderick, which is interesting. I kind of could tell they were Hooderick right away because that starting score is either Hooderick or Quetzali, and I feel like people just don't pick Quetzali like ever, even though they're actually a good tribe. But yeah, I go for the funny Chop, Chop for the Rider. Hooray, we love Chop. Go for the Explorer. See what's going on. That takes the least efficient possible route to get the Lighthouse, but that's honestly fine. It still reveals a lot. Capture the city. And I am refraining from chopping too much in this city because I could potentially get math and get a giant right on their doorstep, so that's an option I like to leave open. I see what's going on. And yeah, this is a nice thing about going chop strat into Hooderick, and why I didn't go for like math rush, is if I expand into their terrain by, you know, rushing chop, and then I grab math later, I don't need my own terrain to make giants, I can just use theirs. I go for Org. I do the most stupid sequence of plays of all time, but it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I get to explore after I upgrade my city, so I just wasted 2 stars for literally nothing. But yeah, go off, I guess. And I kind of let them have the city. I feel like there's probably a way I could have prevented this. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, but I let that happen. I have a vet sword here, though. Their capital is under immense pressure. If they do not deal with it, they lose, because that's how this game works. It's might. Capture the capital and you win. And then they decide to advance their archer here, so then my sword can advance towards them. Okay, and then I siege their capital because they trained an archer there. And then I siege the city. And I'm looking pretty good, you know. City-wise doing pretty meh. My density is something. This is why I hate drylands, by the way. But yeah. Explore rune, why not? They are able to unsiege. They make a warrior, but it doesn't really matter. And I decide to just walk in, grab Eye of God, just because I can. And the opponent is just completely toast at this point, because I'm sieging everything. Even though we're equal in city count, they're losing. So yeah, that's round 2. Now after this point, on to the final round of this. Yeah, it was a pretty small tournament this time around. But I'll go ahead and cut to the final match. Alright, for those of you that waited to the final match, you can see I'm going full try-hard homage, and your patience might be kind of rewarded. This game is okay, I guess. Yeah, let's just get right into it. So, competitive Polytopia, we go for the homage. We do the lighthouse opening, skip the village. I don't need it. I need workshop. But like, yeah, this allows me, I'm actually not getting an explorer here right away because I want to get more meeting stars from them. So I actually decide to funnel the explorer and make a rider. So then the following turn. Now, why would I do the lighthouse opening if I'm not going to upgrade again in turn 3? Because I want the rider. And if I didn't do the lighthouse's opening, I wouldn't be able to afford the rider. And also the workshop on my capital. But yeah, doing it like this, it's good, I'm pretty sure. Lighthouse opening just always feels good to play. I can never pass it up. And speaking of lighthouse, I get another lighthouse. And they are doing classic Imperious shenanigans. They have a level 3 capital because they have a lot of fruit, but it's fine. And I'm moving my riders like this. This is actually very intentional. I figured there would probably be a city here, and I want to deny them the city, or at least make it a really big headache. Taking advantage of my early mobility here, just to cause as many problems for them as possible, because if they're only on 2 cities for a while, and I am on more than 2 cities, that's good, I think. I make a rider, just trying to be aggressive here. That's just how you play Drylands. You just spam a lot of units, and it's kind of like, yeah, that's what you do. Go for a workshop there, and I make a warrior because I couldn't afford a rider, but I wanted some unit to threaten the village at least, you know. They let me generously, you know. Oh, how nice of them. They let me hit their rider. But yeah, they go in this village. I wasn't paying attention. The rider moved there. I was like literally not looking at all. So if you see me miss that, it's because I'm stupid. I just moved straight on the village instead. And then, yeah. I'm taking the village though, because they let me. Pressuring like crazy. I'm threatening a siege here, which they can't really avoid at all. They go for the road here, but again, that's delaying their expansion. This suburb that they have, they still aren't able to keep. But now I'm able to, once again, pressure the suburb. Just be super annoying here. I'm such a meanie. Roads recap, I got a ton of cities. I'm getting Eye of God really soon. They just resigned at this point, and yeah, that's the whole tournament. Yeah, it was okay, I guess. There just weren't a lot of people that were in the tournament. It was an 8-man tournament. That's just how it is sometimes. Hopefully, next month, Polyseum starts back up, and I can do that, but this is what you guys get for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.